everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts, and this video is part of the Let's Get Organized YouTube Hop, where each month we focus in on different items or an area in our craft room, and we share tips and ideas on how to store and organize those items. So for the month of January, we're going to be focusing in on page kits and base pages and things like that. So be sure and go check out everyone else's videos that is participating in this YouTube hop, and I'll have links to their videos or YouTube channel in the description below so you can follow along with the hop. Okay, so I basically have all of these types of things in a bin that is stored in a 𝐾𝐿X unit in my craft room. So I'll share a little video clip here where you can see my craft room, and I have this bin stored in a 𝐾𝐿X unit. Now, the 𝐾𝐿X unit is not the best place to store a heavy bin with paper like this, but it does work for me because I have this 𝐾𝐿X unit on top of 4 𝗬𝗲𝗀 drawer units. And because it's the 𝗬𝗲𝗀 drawer units are deeper, I have a little bit of a ledge there. So when I pull out this bin, I have a place for it to rest. So I don't have to lift the bin in order to flip through all of the contents to see what I have in that bin. So it really does work well. If you have just a 𝐾𝐿X unit, that is a little bit more of a challenge to put a flip bin in that has paper because these flip bins with paper can get very heavy. So I definitely don't recommend putting a flip bin in the 𝐾𝐿X unit unless you have a setup like I have where you have a ledge that you can rest your bin on. Because if you have a flip bin inside of a 𝐾𝐿X unit, there's two things. One is you can't really see the contents of the bin. You can only see the front part of the bin, maybe like 1/3 of the bin. And in order to access the middle and the back of the bin, you have to be able to pull this out of the 𝐾𝐿X unit. And if it has paper in it, it's going to be extremely heavy. So you're not going to be able to hold on to this and flip through it at the same time. And you're probably not going to use that paper if you have to take this entire bin out of the 𝐾𝐿X unit in order to flip through it. At least I wouldn't. So I think one of the most important things with organization is making sure that you have things accessible and easy to get to. Otherwise, you're probably not going to use those items. Okay, so I usually just leave the bin on the ledge there and look through it and flip through it, and then I just put it back away. But because I'm creating this video and I wanted to share a little bit more of the contents of what I have in the flip bin, I went ahead and brought it over to my work table. Okay, so the bin that I have my stuff stored in is from the Container Store, and these bins are really awesome. They come in multiple sizes, and it's called a multi-purpose bin. And this particular one here is the extra large. Let me see if I can tilt this so you can see it. So it's the extra large multi-purpose bin from the Container Store, and it's a file holder. So it works really well for 12 by 12 paper, and you can see I have plenty of room for all of my paper to be able to flip through them. And so this is a really good container to use as a flip bin, and it also fits in the 𝐾𝐿X unit, which is a bonus. Okay, so I'll put the dimensions for this bin up here on the screen so that you can get an idea of the size. But I really like this. It has the handles on either side, so it makes it really easy to lift this and carry it around. So I do like that a lot. I also like that it has a cutout here in the front, so it kind of dips down, which gives you a little bit more visibility in the flip bin. And then also it's clear, which also gives you visibility. So as you're looking through here, you can see directly into it. And I like that a lot. So I think as a flip bin, this works as a really good bin. Okay, so for the dividers that I'm using here in this flip bin, I have these record dividers for 33 RPM albums. You get 25 white dividers, and they have index tabs. And it doesn't have a middle, it just has one, and then you can flip it around and have it on the other side. So this is a really good deal. It comes from BCW Supplies, and this is from Amazon. So I'll put a link to where you can find this on Amazon. And I can't remember how much I paid for this, but these dividers can be quite pricey. And I like that these are very heavy duty. I like that they're white, and they are a good size because you can see over the top of everything here. So it's very easy to see the dividers. So if you're looking for dividers to sort your scrapbooking paper or page kits, these work really well. Okay, so next I want to talk a little bit about the different sections that I have here in my bin. This first section is the page in progress. And what I have here are pages that I started. These are scrapbooking layouts that have already been started. They're not finished yet. So for whatever reason, I quit working on them, kind of forgot about it. And I just put it in one of these plastic record sleeves. So this is a record sleeve from also from Amazon. I'll put a link to where you can find these as well. And these are really awesome for just containing your page kits and pages in progress like I have here. So I have a couple of pages that I started that I haven't finished yet. I don't typically start a scrapbooking layout and then stop in the middle. But these two layouts here, I think they're both double page spreads, and I didn't finish them, so they just ended up here and I've never gotten back to them. So I still have them there. But whenever I have a page in progress, I'll just put it into one of the record sleeves and store it here in this bin. And that way I know where it is when I want to go back and finish that layout. Okay, the next section I have here is called starters. And one of the things that is interesting about building page kits is that you have to get inspiration from somewhere. So I call this my inspiration. It's things to start a page kit with. And so I have things in here. It can be, this right here is something I think I got from my birthday, and it's a 𝐻𝐵𝐴 memory files. I don't really see myself using this as a memory file, but I thought it would be really cool and fun to play around with this to create some layouts. So I put it in here. I like the colors. It came with some embellishments already, some labels, some rub-ons, and then some of these file folder things are really cool. I could see doing like some photos here. This is like a flip effect where you could put like 4 photos, and I thought I could try to create some interesting layouts using this. So I put that here because I can build some page kits with that. And then I have, this right here was a hat that I had received when I retired. And it has the restaurant I went to was Commander's Palace, which is in New Orleans. And so it was a hat, like a chef's hat. And I have pictures of myself with this hat on. And I just cut the banding off of the hat, and I thought that would be interesting to use for a layout. So I tucked that in here. When I go to scrapbook those pictures with my retirement party, I have that, I can create some page kits with that. Okay, and then this next one is just a 12 by 12 paper that I had purchased. My mom was a nurse, and I have some pictures of her back when she was a nurse and she had her nursing outfit. So I thought that would be cute to create a layout with her pictures. So I have that in here. And then this one here is some cutouts, and I don't really know where I got this from, but I thought it was cute, and I don't think I would create a layout with this unless I had more to go with it. So I need to create a page kit and add some paper and embellishments, and then I can create a layout with this. So these are some chipboard alphas from Echo Park, and I fell in love with these. I think that the colors are really fun, and I like the designs on them, but it's really a challenge to use alphas like this on a layout unless you plan the layout around those alphas. So I'm going to create a page kit with that. So you can see as we're going through here, and then these here are ones. So as you can see, as we're going through here, there are all different things that I'm using as a starter. This one, I used the embellishments as a starter. I had these epoxy embellishments, and I had started to put a page kit together for that. And so I just have a whole bunch of page kits here that are not finished. So these are all ones back here that I had started. But I don't really have them finished yet. I just have a couple of things that were inspirations to me that I put together, and I want to build page kits with them. So those are all stuck in the starters because they're not really finished page kits yet. Okay, so the next thing we have here are backgrounds. So in this section here, I have paper that I want to use as a background on the layouts. So I have, you can see here, I have a few different papers here that I had really wanted to use as backgrounds on a layout, and so I just put them into this category. And then this was a paper I think I created with a stencil and then ended up not using it, so I have that in here. I have this paper here which I cut out the middle of it, but I want to use that as a background. And then we have this section here. This was all different mixed media backgrounds that I created. using a paper pad, the back of pages in a paper pad. So it was all paper from a paper pad, and I just went crazy doing all kinds of mixed media techniques. And so that's all in here. So those are all things that I could use to do base page, or use to do as a background. Okay, the next section we have here are base pages. And a base page, I would consider it to be a background. It's the starter page. And the base page comes from Janet over at RTS Scrapbooking. If you've never heard of base pages and you want to learn more about them, definitely go and check out Janet's videos over at RTS Scrapbooking on YouTube. And I'll put links to where you can find those videos in the description below. I also have YouTube videos on my YouTube channel where I created base pages, and I'll put links to those in the description of this video as well. But Janet was where I learned how to do base pages. And base pages are a lot of fun. I like doing base pages because if you don't really want to do scrapbooking, you just want to play with paper and just have some fun playing with paper. It's really, you don't have to worry about having embellishments or pictures. You can just take some paper and just play around with it. And one of the things I love doing too is to play with my punches. And so I do a lot of base pages where I create border strips. And let's go back to the base page section here. And let me pull these out and I'll kind of show y'all some of my base pages that I've created. And we can just take a look. So I guess the best way to describe a base page is that you're creating a background for your layout and you're building the base of your layout. And so, for example, this page here, it's a white cardstock, and I did these strips of paper. I used the Creative Memories curvy paper cutter, and it looks like this right here. So this is the paper cutter or paper trimmer from Creative Memories. It has two different styles of blades on it, and you can create some really fun effects and borders, strips with this. And so what I did was I just cut out some paper strips, and then I just layered them onto this paper and glued it down. And so if I wanted to create a layout, it would be really easy to just grab a picture and some embellishments and just add it to this base page. So base pages, it's not only is it fun to create them and just to have a relaxing time playing with paper, but then when you're doing your actual scrapbooking, you can go to your base pages and get a head start and do a scrapbooking layout faster because you've already got this part finished. Okay, so here's another base page here, and this is actually a plastic transparency. This one down here, it's really cool. This came from a 12 by 12 paper pad, and then this was one of my border punches that I created here. And I just think that's gorgeous. It's really pretty. So one of the things I love to do with base pages, if I have a picture that I want to scrapbook, and I like to color match my pictures to my paper. Because if I wanted to use this as my layout and my picture had bright blue in it, it really wouldn't look that good. So I like to color coordinate. So if I have a picture with these colors in it, I can just quickly go through all my base pages and lay the picture out on top and see if it would be a good picture for that layout. So I think that's another way to use your base pages and to get a head start on your layout. You can just take your pictures. You have pictures here, and I can put the picture there to see if it will work or not. And yeah, these are just very generic pictures. They don't really have a theme, and so I can just use any paper. And so I think it's fun to just be able to look at the picture and see if it would go with that layout or not. Actually, this goes really well. So I could use that base page to go with that picture. And so this was all paper that came from a paper pad. And this one, I probably need to put it into my starter section because I don't have the border there. I didn't add the border strips. I like to add the border strips to my base pages, and and it's a fun way to use your punches to create those border strips. Okay, this one I used a template. I think it was a Creative Memories template, and I did paper piecing. And this was a lot of fun. I just used paper scraps, and I just wanted to play with this technique, and I created a base page doing that. So I used the template and I cut out all these pieces and then glued them down. Isn't that pretty? Love that one. And I did keep this here, so I knew what collection this came from. This actually came from My Mind's Eye. So if I wanted to grab some paper, I could go back to that collection to see if I had any to go with it. If I wanted to like mat a photo or something. Okay, and then here are more base pages with different papers and punches. This one here, I used a 6x6 paper pad, and I did a technique where I just cut strips of paper and glued them along the edge. And then this is just a strip of paper with the border punch. Okay, here's one where I did squares. So this was just all different papers, and I just, this was also a 6x6 paper pad. I just cut squares and then I glued them down. Okay, then we have this one here. This is also another 6x6 paper pad, and I just added, actually, oh, okay. I was gonna say, this is not the paper, is it? No, I did actually, I've seen those paper pads before where it actually has the 6x6 paper like this, but no, I actually did glue that. Have you ever seen those before? It's a 12x12 paper that has the 6x6 designs on it. Okay, and then what's on the back here is something that coordinates with this collection. Okay, and then here is another base page. Now this one is actually a whole set of base pages, all with the same paper pad. This is another 6x6 paper pad, and this one I had this one 6x6 paper that was in the paper pad, and then little strips of paper, and then I added ribbon down here at the bottom. And I really want to use ribbon more. I have a ton of ribbon. So here are some of the other base pages that I created with this paper pad. It was a small paper pad. And I love this paper pad. It has the gold foiling. It's really pretty. Okay, here's another one. And then we have this one here. This one here, I did strips of paper, and I also used my fringe scissors and different punches. You can see here, these are fringe, and then this is a punch that I used here. And just layered different paper along the side there. And then I did use some paper here and just added a couple of banners. So I just have those all together because it's all the same paper pad. So I just have that stored together like this. And I'm using a combination of record sleeves. This is a page protector. I can tell because it's a little bit of a tighter fit. But this is a heavy duty page protector. This one is probably from scrapbook.com. Okay, so here's another few more base pages here with just different designs. And then I also have these base pages. I started this series on my YouTube channel, and I haven't finished it yet. I moved last year, and after I moved, I lost this page kit. And this series, I was using this paper pad. It's called 𝗬𝗲𝘀 and in this series, not only was I creating base pages, but I was also creating embellishments. So I have a whole bunch of embellishments here that I was using for these base pages. And then I also found this here, which is from Jen Hadfield's, and it just goes perfectly with this paper. So I have that all stored in here. So I also have this photo case here, which has more embellishments. It has some die cuts, some things that I use dies to create, like the little bows here, and then things that I fussy cut out of the paper. And then I also have some flare buttons that I created using my flare button machine. And so just all kinds of things that coordinate with these base pages. So I still have a couple of videos that I'm planning to do now that I have found this. So I just have this stored right now in this bin, and as soon as I have some time and I start making videos again, I'm going to make a couple videos. So y'all look forward to seeing that on my YouTube channel this year. Okay, I'm not going to make any promises about exactly when that's going to be up on my YouTube channel because I haven't been doing too good so far with keeping up with all of this. Okay, so back to the organization for base pages and page kits. After the section on base pages, I have page kits, and in the page kits, I have things that are already page kits. So this is where I have paper and embellishments. So these are all page kits that I've built. And then the next section that I have is page kits with pictures. So basically these are ones that are that have pictures already. Now these may not actually have been completely finished. Like this one, I don't really have many embellishments to go with it. I have the paper and some bows, but I have a picture. And I still probably need to add some more. But one of the most important things for me with scrapbooking, and the thing that I get stuck on sometimes, is finding the right picture for the right page. Is finding the right picture for the right paper. So if I can find something that goes with a picture and I have it here, then this is something that I can easily scrapbook, even if it's not a full page kit. Now this one here is a full page kit, and I have pictures here. And then this one here, I just have the picture with a few things. And so you can see here, there are different stages of page kits here. Some of them have just the pictures in the paper. Some of them have more embellishments. So that's what we have under, so page kits is everything that has a finished kit. Page kit with pictures is just page kits that are in progress with pictures, or page kits that are complete with pictures. And then the next section I have here is class kits. So class kits is something that I got in a class, and some of these are already assembled. So this was a class that I took. I think this was a close to my heart. And then this one as well was a class. So I can basically just add a picture to that and it would be done. I just need to have the right pictures to add to these layouts. So this was not a design or paper or embellishments that I came up with. This was just something I did in a class. So that's why it's here. I have some more of these somewhere else in my craft room. I just need to find them and put them here so they're all together. And then the last section I have here is pre-made kits. These were things that were gifted to me, or that were something that was purchased. Like this was one that I got at a crop, and I really liked it. So it's purchased, but it's not put together yet. And then this one here was a page kit that was purchased. That's all together as one kit. I have some more of those too, but I don't know where they are. I'm still in the process of going through my craft room and we're kind of reorganizing things after my move. I have things that I'm still trying to go through. So this Let's Get Organized YouTube hop has been really helpful for me, because it helps me to get motivated to do at least one organization project every month. And so I'm making progress in my craft room with my organization. And so that's really awesome. So we have a whole group of people. It's a Facebook group that I have for people that have YouTube channels. If you want to participate in this Let's Get Organized YouTube hop. So if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to join in on this Let's Get Organized YouTube hop, send an email to Karen at yespleasepapercrafts.com, and I'll send you information on how you can join the hop next month. And you're not obligated to create a video each month. You can just create videos and post them on your YouTube channel for the hops where you have something to share, because not everybody has the same things in their craft room. For example, the page kits and base pages. A lot of people that do scrapbooking don't have page kits and base pages, so they wouldn't have anything to share for that. So we understand that you might not have something to share each month, so you're not obligated to join. I really hope that more people will join in the hop. We haven't had as much participation in the last few months, but I'm hoping maybe that somebody out there that's wanting to get more organized, that has a YouTube channel, will hopefully want to join in. Okay, well that's all I have for this video. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. I hope to see you next time. So y'all take care. Bye now.